Hello and welcome everyone to Enchanted Empath live stream / podcast. So I have a question for you. Can you relate to this? It's a new year and you have all these new ideas, new goals, new inspired dreams and desires. And then 3 weeks later, like today, your dreams are dashed and you're back to square one. Nothing's changed and now you're reliving history. So today we're going to talk about how you're messing up your manifestations and what to do instead. So for those of you who don't know me, I'm Charlene Murphy, intuitive empath and soul coach on a mission to wake you up to your inner brilliance, your intuition that knows everything, your high-powered intuition. It's your greatest guide, so that you can create a life that you really love. You can manifest like gangbusters, and you can heal your body. You can heal anything that's going on in your sphere. So with that, let's get into today's topic. It's one of my favorites, and people are always asking me, how am I messing up my vibes? Or how am I messing up my manifestations? I really want this thing and it just won't come. So I am sure that you have seen people who manifest really well. It's like they manifest really amazing things in their lives and you're wondering, okay, well, what's their secret sauce? And how come I can't do that? And I'm here to back up the bus and tell you, you can do that. You can do that. We all are wired similarly in that the laws of attraction and the laws of the universe and the principles of manifesting are working the same for every single one of us. So clearly the person who is manifesting better knows a few things and they're leveraging some things to their benefit. So first though, understanding those principles and learning a few tips and tricks there will always be helpful. But I find that the first thing that needs to happen, and I say this with love, is you need to get out of your own way. That's the big manifestation block that I see. And I'll explain what I'm talking about in just a sec. So first, let's go over the basic 4 steps of manifesting. And that is 1, ask, 2, align, 3, allow, and 4 is taking aligned action. Not rando action, but aligned action, okay? So in my practice and in my life and in my personal experience, I have noticed throughout the many years that I've been here is that step number 2 is the one that gets people in trouble. Step number 2 is alignment. So I see people having their really amazing asks and their asking just comes naturally. And then sometimes we ask with very deliberate intention, and that's all well and good. And then comes step 2, the align. We're aligned for a couple of weeks. We're feeling motivated. We're feeling that inspiration. We're feeling all cylinders are firing in that direction. And then wah, wah. And so what happens at that moment is most people just pull out. They pull the plug, they throw in the towel, they quit, and they continue on doing what they have been doing, repeating history, right? And so the missing piece in all of this is realizing and really just being okay and embracing the fact that you're going to have to repeat steps 2 and 3 and 4 over and over again. Even revisit step 1, asking or maybe revising your ask, but you're going to have to go back to step 2, aligning, more often than I would say the rest. So aligning and keeping yourself in alignment with the things that you're wanting. So you're probably asking, well, what the heck is alignment? What are you talking about? So let me back up a little bit more. Alignment is the energetic match or the vibrational match to the thing that you are wanting. And so going even back a little bit more, we'll start with the premise that everything is energy. Your energy, the things that you want are energy. And inside of that energy field of every individual thing, there's a very unique personality, a very unique frequency that is radiating out, broadcasting out. And law of attraction says that those things that have similar vibrations come together like magnets, right? And so when you're wanting to bring something in, we have to get ourselves into a place of alignment. And it is a daily practice. It's not a one and done. That's the problem I see with a lot of people. They think that it's a one and done. Well, I asked for it. Now I'm just waiting. Well, are you in alignment with it? Does your energy match it? Do your words match your deeds? Are you all talk and no action? I have this saying that energy never lies, and you can't fake alignment. You cannot fake alignment. Alignment is the natural broadcast that is going on in here. So let's break this down even more so this can be helpful to you. So we know that we're out of alignment sometimes, and we know we mess up our manifestations. And so the result is that because the law of attraction does work 24/7, trust me on that, it's never not working. Instead of creating the things that you said that you wanted, you're creating your misalignment. So if you're not in alignment, you're in misalignment. And whatever you're in, you are creating. So if you are misaligned with the object that you're wanting, let's throw an example in there so it's more tangible for you. Say you want a new romantic relationship. You say you want a new romantic relationship. So that's the thought, that's the lip service. Now, your energy, though, is closed off. Your energy is blocked off. Your energy says, single life is better. I don't need anybody. I don't. So there's a whole conversation going on with your energy. And so the question is, can you get your energy in correspondence with the thing that you say that you want? And the answer is absolutely yes. What does it take? It takes a few things, but mostly it takes awareness. It takes a lot of self-awareness, like what are you broadcasting and being on top of that. And then it also takes, oh gosh, it just slipped, awareness and practice. Lots of practice, daily practice. Again, not a one and done. So when we're out of alignment, we can do certain things once we catch ourselves and get back into alignment. So it's wash, rinse, repeat. And this is a gentle process. We're human, and so we're going to experience misalignment. We're not perfect. We're never going to be perfect. We're going to have external circumstances that knock us off our rockers. And so the more emotionally mature or spiritually mature outlook for this is to know that that's going to happen, and then getting ahead of it and knowing that you can get ahead of it and knowing that you can manage your energy. You can manage your energetic alignment. That just because you're in a bad mood or something terrible happened does not mean that that dictates who you are or how you're going to be. You can simply notice it and go, wow, this really sucks. I'm going to sit in this. I also know that it will end. It's temporary, as everything is. But right now I'm honoring where I'm at. But it's not going to, just collapse your world and dictate the future. Don't give it so much power. The power is you, in knowing that you have these choices to make and you have these decisions and to alter and to redirect your energy and your energetic alignment. Always remembering, and this is from Don Miguel Ruiz, the teachings that I've learned from him, that you are the director of your movie. You are the director and the star. And so it seems like all these random things might be happening to you, messing up your vibe and screwing up your manifestations, but those things are temporary. You can get ahead of them. You can even vibrate at a different scale so that those things don't come at you anymore or maybe less. This is all a dance with the universe, and it's your dance. It's your movie. Okay? So, what can we do instead of attracting the misalignments, attracting the thing that we're trying to avoid, or the thing that we don't want? When we're trying to avoid something, we are totally attracting it to ourselves, right? So whatever you focus on grows. Whatever you focus on, you bring in. All of that. It's classic. You guys know this stuff. So let's talk about how to align and how to do this better, and again, practice, daily practice. The first part, there's two parts for me. The first part is clearing your energy, like cleaning house, spring cleaning, cleaning your energy up, making the space so that you have you have the room for new things to come in and new thoughts to happen. So a lot of people are really clogged with their thoughts from the past, and they marry them and they make them into cement walls and all this stuff. Not necessary. We can change our mind, we can change our thoughts, we can change it all up in just matters of seconds. Again, it takes awareness and it takes practice. So clearing yourself. 3 steps to clearing yourself. The first one is check yourself. Check yourself. So you say you want that romantic relationship, or you say you want more clients in your business, for example. Do you believe that you can have that? Do you believe that manifesting anything good is only reserved for other people? Do you believe that there's some special circumstance, or you have to be born in a certain socioeconomic status or in some certain culture for these things to happen? Because if you do have those thoughts, those are very limiting beliefs. And those thoughts are going to block your manifestations, right? So check yourself. Do you believe you can have it? Do you believe that you deserve to have it? Do you have the room, the capacity to have it? And those are questions that only you can answer. And if you're feeling not, and you feel like you're out of alignment and you're speaking one thing, but you're feeling another thing, then this is the time to do the work to get your alignment to match. And there's lots of ways that we can do that, right? And we're not going to go into all of those ways here, but I do have other podcasts that really do address that, and I will have more in the future. It's a big topic. The second thing is and it kind of goes hand in hand with the first, is to clean up your debilitating limited beliefs. So knowing that you have this operating system going on, your subconscious, your unconscious, the thoughts, the beliefs, the sayings, the things that you picked up along your life, starting with childhood, the one-liners, the cliches, all of those things. Money doesn't grow on trees. Don't ask for more than you need. Be grateful for what you've got, in that real restrictive kind of way. All of those things that we were taught or we assimilated in our lives, starting with childhood, runs the operating system. And so having the awareness and checking ourselves, now we can go into a proactive approach and clean out the files, clean out the system. What do you want to do with those things? Are you even aware that you have those sayings and mantras that are running your show? Because once you are aware of those debilitating thoughts and beliefs that were given to you or bestowed upon you, then you can say, oh, well, of course, that's why I don't attract money, because I have this belief that you have to work really, 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 really hard for money, or that only certain, families, rich families only have money, not me. So those debilitating thoughts will keep you stuck. They will block your manifestations. So let's open up the files. Let's open it up and look at it. And then we can decide what to do with those thoughts. We can keep the ones that still suit us, and we can burn, trash, delete, dump the other ones. They're just thoughts. They're just thoughts. And some of those thoughts you think so much, they become habits. And so when we can label them, we can call them out, we can catch it when they sneak up on us, and then we can delete it, backspace it, go, oh, thanks, Dad, that's yours, not mine. We can manage it. We can manage the system. The system doesn't manage us. So once you become aware of managing your own system, trust me, all those challenging thoughts will show their faces, and you'll have the opportunity to deal with them and to manage them and to do with them what you choose. And it's in your best interest to be on top of that so that you can clean it up and continue with a process that works for you. And as you do this cleanup system type of work, it just becomes easier and easier and easier as new habits take over the old ones. Your old programming is replaced with new programming and new habits. And it's something that you can do all the time. And it's in fact something that you do all the time. Now, the job is to be aware of it, to be conscious of it, to create on a very conscious level and own it all, the good, the bad, the ugly, and go, wow, I am a master at creation. Look at all the stuff that I've created in my life, the good stuff, the bad stuff, all that stuff. It serves you, and it's honing you and getting you to that higher place, because the universe is 100% responsive, and it's responding to your broadcast. And you're broadcasting multiple channels. And so this is really honing in and dialing in so that you are a clear channel in broadcasting your desires and then receiving them. So the channel works two ways, right? And then the third part of the clearing process, I borrowed this from Dr. Amen. He's one of my favorite doctors on the planet, pediatrician, and he does a lot of neuroscience and brain trauma and healing the brain. And he talks about, exterminating or cleaning up the ants. All three of these are pretty similar, but the ants stand for automatic negative thoughts. So we have these automatic negative thoughts that just pop in, boop, and then we just run with it. We don't even question it. We have these knee-jerk responses. And so now with your awareness, and it doesn't have to be a hyper vigilance, just a soft awareness. When we have that knee-jerk response, we catch ourselves and we go, oh, I did it again. Oh, I stepped in that again. Oh, silly Charles. That's what I call myself when I do that. Silly Charles, you did it again. That's so funny. Your automatic nervous or negative thought. And so then when we catch ourselves, we replace it, catch, replace, catch, replace, catch, release, catch, release, catch, release. It becomes softer and easier. And so then there we are, this clearer. We're never going to be perfectly 100% clear, but we'll be clearer, which makes us a more powerful director of our movie and a much more powerful manifester. Now we go into the second step of this, and that is to align or to line up our energy. So we're lining up our energy with the things that we are wanting, right? And so now the clearing is done. Now we rebuild, we stack up, we align. And the first thing, I have 4 steps in this one for lining up, is one is act as if. So you become the change that you're wanting to see. A case in point, so you're wanting to manifest a relationship, and your long list of qualities that you want in your preferred mate or your ideal mate is that they are healthy and they take really good care of themselves. They eat healthy, they work out, they sleep, they hydrate, all those things. And so if you want that in your life, then you have to become it. You have to match that. Because if you don't match it, the energies will not cross, they will not connect. And so the things that you say that you want, you become a match to them, right? And so that first part is acting as if. So maybe you're not there yet, but you know you can. And so you act as if. It's like, okay, I know that I can. I know that I can manifest money. I know that I can, that I am wealthy. I might not have stacks and stacks of cash in my bank yet, but I am wealthy. I'm wealthy in my health. I am wealthy in my bank account. I'm healthy in my bank account. And now I just want to get healthier, you know? And so then we say these things, we lift ourselves up. So the counter example would be, you know, saying, I'll never do that. I'll never blah, 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 blah. And so we have to really monitor our self-talk in the words that we choose to have our inner monologues and to act as if. And it becomes kind of easy to act as if when you notice other people who have the things that you're wanting. And you can be like, okay, I'll have what he's having. I'll have what she's having. And then we can, they're role models for us. And then we can kind of match their behaviors, stand up a little taller, you know, do the things that feel aligned with the things that you're wanting, right? So become that thing that you're wanting, become the change, work. And as you're working towards that, you're changing your vibrational stance. And then by law of attraction, you are attracting it to you. Number two is to maintain a healthy vibe. Maintain a healthy vibration. We talked about the energy frequency, right? And when we can maintain a healthy vibe, and I'm choosing that word very purposefully, I don't say high vibe because I know that our vibes, our frequencies, our energy fluctuates. And I don't think it's sustainable to always have a high vibe. I think it's great to have a high vibe, but it's going to change. The healthier place would be to have a healthy vibe, to have a robust, healthy frequency or vibration, attitude, energy that just is more sustainable. And then when we have those peak moments, those high vibes, it's like, yeah, that's awesome. But that's not the goal, especially for manifesting. We want to just maintain a sustainable, healthy vibration. How do we do that, you ask? Well, I've got tons of tools and tricks for that. But I'll just give you a few of the main ones that always work, that everybody can do and everybody can relate to. So maintaining a healthy vibe really is a daily practice. It's simple. You just need to schedule it. You need to be aware. You need to practice. That's my homework for everybody. Awareness and practice. So when you're feeling out of sorts, you can go and ground yourself. You can literally spend some time in nature. That is the best way to get grounded, to spend time touching the earth, being with the earth, quieting your mind, closing out the noise of your daily life, and getting into nature, walking barefoot, walking in the grass, jumping in the lake, just being in nature. Cure number one for having a healthy vibe. Another quick and easy one that all of you can relate to is music. Music will change your energy in seconds. So say you're feeling low and a little defeated. You're human, you're going to. All of us do. And so we can ride the wave of feeling defeated, or we can recognize it as a human thing that happens. And it's like, I'm not digging this feeling right now. So I'm going to turn on some really cool music that really lifts my vibration, gets me rocking, gets me going, gets my energy up, gets me into a high vibe. Because when we're in a high vibe, we are attracting better. We are attracting so much better. Other ones that are quick and easy fixes are mantras and affirmations. So replacing that negative self-talk with positive self-talk. Some people love affirmations and some people think they're stupid. They don't want to act as if, they want to act as what's going on right now and grumpy pants, right? Well, they're just going to get more of that. So if you can come up with an affirmation that suits your personality, like, okay, I'm still alive, not dead yet, still have things to do, right? That's it. And I'm kind of being funny about that, because my affirmations are much more positive, but reach the affirmation that works best for you where you are now, that will take you a step or two above where that the negative energy is, because you are the director. You're the director. So come up with something, come up with your own tools. One size does not fit all, that suits you. So one of mine is all of my needs are met and then some, or I got this. I have short, sweet ones. It's like, girl, you got this. And then when my inner child is afraid, it's like, you know what? Big girl Charlene is here taking care of this. So you just go take a nap. So you can have this other kind of self-talk that is helpful instead of hurtful. We have enough noise and enough contention out there in the world that can challenge us. The last thing we need is ourselves berating ourselves. So be your best advocate, be your best champion. Catch yourself when you're talking shit to yourself and stop it. And be kinder to yourself and offer yourself a hand up, right? Starts with you. You offer yourself a hand up, you'll see the momentum, the energy changing, and then it gets bigger and healthier and healthier and healthier. And then guess what? One of the side effects of that, total side note, is that other people around you feel that and sense it too. And then it changes their energy and their vibrations. So, I'm always talking about share the love. Starts here, crank yours up, and then it just emanates out, it broadcasts, and then other people have the benefit of experiencing it. They also have the unfortunate circumstance of sensing your crappy energy, right? So let's just feel better, do better, catch ourselves, tweak it, broadcast better, and be an influence for not only ourselves, but for everybody else around us. It's a kindness. It's a mitzvah. Okay, the last one. So that was kind of 2 and 3. The last one on this list is to weed the garden. Weed your garden, folks. This is not a one and done. We do not just plant the garden and then walk away. We have to tend it. We have to weed the garden. There's going to be some situations that pop up, some people that push your buttons, some triggers, external triggers that just get you sideways. We got to weed the garden. So we're going to be the constant gardener of our thoughts, our actions, our responses, and to weed out the things that don't serve us and that hinder our manifestations. So when we're in this awareness place, we become much more, I want to say, selfish in a good way about our own energy and what we're putting out there and what we're allowing in. We start to really put value on things and not accepting everything that comes our way, and getting picky and getting choosy about who we spend our time with and what thoughts we're going to entertain in our minds and what self-talk we're going to use and what energy we're going to broadcast when we're out in public. So all of these things just become part of our new normal. And we do put ourselves first in knowing that our vibration is everything. It's everything. It dictates what we are manifesting in our lives. And if you want a clue as to what your vibration is, if you aren't sure, look around. Look around you. What have you manifested? Because everything in your sphere is your manifestation, right? And so if we don't like what it has transpired and come into physical form, know this: you have the power to change it. You have the power to change it. And it starts on an energetic level. All right. So that's a lot. I just dropped a big old bomb on you. But it's all about you. It's all about what you're wanting to create and what you're currently manifesting and what you would prefer to manifest, right? So I want to lead you or invite you to, in closing here, to take this seriously and know that you can manifest anything in your life. And I want to invite you, excuse me, to believe for 2022 that you can experience and manifest more love, more financial prosperity, more business, more success, more inner peace, and more health, robust health, healing the stuff, and living large and living with vitality. You can have all of that. And I want to invite you to my group called the Enchanted Empath Community, where we are focusing for the next 90 days and probably more on manifesting for 2022. So we're realizing, we're writing down, we're doing the asking, we're doing the aligning, we're doing the allowing, and we're doing the aligned action together as a group so that we can support each other, we can guide each other, we can get it done, we can have accountability partners, we can get sound, simple advice from one another even. So I invite you to go over and check that out. It's at www.enchantederempath.com. There is a 7-day free trial for you to check out, see if it aligns with you. If you feel that resonant yes, then stay. And if you feel no, well, then leave. It's your choice, right? It's your movie, your choice. But this is a great place for you to continue with the manifestation, to learn all about the principles, to learn all about the universal laws. I coach and teach live classes every single week, and we also do live meditations. So this is an interactive experience, and it's not in Facebook, it's in our own private group. So it's free from distraction. All right, you guys, I'm going to wrap it up for now. That was a lot. Take it in, be with that, be mindful about your manifestations, be gentle with yourself in this process. Know that you are this divine being. You are this amazing spiritual being. You're all energy encompassed in this wonderful body. So you can be, do, and have whatever it is you want. Just know that. And if you don't believe that, just borrow my faith in believing in that. You're here for big reasons. Nothing is random. You're not here accidentally. Even if your conception was an accident, there are no accidents. So anyway, all right, I'm getting loopy. So we'll go ahead and close out. Thank you for being here. I will see you next Thursday for our live cast. And of course, if you didn't catch the live cast, you're probably listening on Apple. So thank you for being here too on my podcast on Apple iTunes podcast. So yeah, until I see you next time, guys, take good care of yourself and each other. All right, peace out. I think it was good.